My parents took out a third mortgage to fund my golden child sister's failed business and now want me to quit college to help them get out of debt. Hi everyone, it's really late right now. So please ignore any mistakes or if I start ranting because I'm in a messed up situation. I'm 19, female, and I have an older sister, 23, female, who's always been the golden child for my parents. Full disclosure, I don't think my parents even wanted to have me. They've always made me feel ignored and unwanted. I was always the less important child, and they would discourage me from doing anything that would steal the limelight from my sister. My sister herself is pretty ordinary. I'll be blunt. She's not better than me in any way. Yet she's the one my parents always hype up and support. I've always been better than her in academics, sports, and just about everything else. I think part of it was that I'm really competitive. I wanted the attention and affection that my parents showered on my sister. I kept trying to outdo her at everything in the hopes that they'd love me more, but it just made them dislike me more, and they called me an attention seeker. By the time I reached high school, I realized that no matter what I did, my parents would never love me more than they loved my sister. So I gave up trying to impress them. I still outperformed my sister, of course. I kept scoring well in school, participating in sports, and excelling in everything, but I did it for myself and my future, not for their approval. I think my sister was also jealous of me. She enjoyed the attention from our parents, so she couldn't stand it when others saw who the better sibling was. I tried to be friendly with her, but she was always too full of herself to even consider being nice to me. So by the time I left for college, things were tense with my family, and we were all relieved to be rid of each other. I started college 2 years ago, majoring in business because I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I don't have to pay the full tuition because I received a scholarship and my best friend's dad covered the remaining costs. My best friend knows all about my family situation and knows that they would never help me financially if it meant I'd have a better future than my sister. So her dad stepped in to make sure I wouldn't have to ask my parents for money. 60% of my tuition is covered by the scholarship, and the rest is handled by my best friend's dad. He's really wealthy, unlike my own family, so it's not an issue for them, and I'm really grateful for their generosity. I'm also working part-time as a tutor to cover other expenses. I live on campus, so my accommodation and meals are provided, which helps a lot. My parents are financially unstable. They mortgaged their jewelry and my grandfather's house 4 years ago to fund their textile business, but they're still struggling. They never let me help, so I've stopped caring about their debts. I'm not a co-signer, so I'm not responsible for their loans. Since then, I've stopped worrying about it because they don't want my help and I don't want to waste my time helping people who don't respect me or my business acumen. Yesterday, I got a call from my parents. They told me that my sister was in trouble and they needed me to help them bail out the family. Apparently, they had mortgaged their house last year to fund my sister's bakery. She had no idea how to run a business, and she's not even a good baker. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. They never told me about the mortgage, and I wasn't interested in where they got the money from for her business. They never told me anything, and I just assumed things were fine. Now, they're asking me to quit college and come back to run their business because my sister's bakery failed. They want me to work full-time for them to help pay off their debts. They actually expect me to give up my education for their sake, and I was speechless when they said that. They told me I owed it to them as a family member, as if quitting college was a normal thing to ask. I lost it. I told them I didn't owe them anything. I said that what happened to them or my sister was none of my business because they had never treated me like family. They'd always made me feel bad about myself. Now, when they needed help, they suddenly wanted to be a happy family. I was done. My dad argued, saying that even if I didn't want to come back for them, I could at least come back for the house I grew up in. But that place was never home to me. It was just a house. I told him that, and then I hung up and blocked them everywhere. I still can't believe they'd ask me to give up my future for them. I'm angry that they think they can just take advantage of me when they messed up. But I also feel guilty, like I should have helped them. But they never showed me respect. It's been a day now, and I'm still feeling guilty and confused. I haven't talked to anyone about it, not even my best friend. I don't know where to start, but I need some reassurance that I'm not wrong for standing my ground. So, AITA for abandoning my family when they needed my help after they mistreated me my whole life?